Let me start with a question that feels wrong. What if you won money every year, but still ended up poorer in the long run? Not lost money, not made a mistake, not failed. You did everything right. You studied, you got the job, you got raises, your income slowly went up. And yet, 10 or 15 years later, your options are smaller than they used to be. This isn't about bad decisions. It's about a pattern so normal that almost no one notices it. I call it the reverse lottery. Because unlike the real lottery, where people win big all at once and then lose, this one feels safe. You win slowly, and you lose quietly. Let's talk about someone you already know. Maybe it's you, maybe it's your friend, maybe it's your future self. He's 24, she's 25, lives in the US or somewhere in Europe. College degree, entry-level job, nothing fancy. They make around $45,000 a year, or 40,000 euro. Enough to live, enough to breathe. At first, life feels tight but hopeful. Shared apartment, used car, cheap furniture, student loan payments. Then, slowly, things improve. A promotion, a new role, a raise. Now it's $55,000, then $65,000. Not overnight wealth, just progress. And this is where the reverse lottery begins. Because every time income goes up a little, life quietly expands to meet it. Nothing dramatic happens. There's no big splurge that ruins everything. It's small. The apartment becomes a little nicer, the car becomes a little newer, the grocery bill quietly doubles, not because of inflation, but comfort. You stop checking prices as carefully. You start paying for convenience, food delivery instead of cooking, a gym you don't always go to, subscriptions you barely notice. None of this feels irresponsible. In fact, it feels earned. I worked hard for this. I deserve a better life now. This is what progress looks like. And it is progress, just not the kind that compounds. This is the key idea. The reverse lottery doesn't punish you for being reckless. It rewards you for being normal. Here's the trade no one explains. Every lifestyle upgrade trades future flexibility for present comfort. You don't notice it because nothing is technically wrong. You're paying your bills. You're not in debt, or at least not bad debt. You're doing better than before. But slowly, your monthly number rises, the number you must earn to stay calm. At 25, you could survive on $2,000 a month. At 30, you now need $3,800. At 35, maybe $5,000. Not because you're greedy, but because your life is now built that way. This is where the future starts shrinking. Let's keep this simple. Two people, same age, same income growth. Person A earns more every few years, increases lifestyle to match income, and saves whatever's left. Person B earns more every few years, keeps lifestyle mostly stable, and directs the difference somewhere boring and invisible. Both feel fine at 30. But here's what happens quietly. Person A's required income keeps rising. Person B's required income stays almost the same. By 40, Person A is successful, but terrified of losing their job. By 40, Person B has something else. Time leverage, option leverage, calm. Not because they're smarter, but because they didn't treat every raise like a prize to be consumed. The reverse lottery feels safe because you're not gambling, you're not speculating, you're not doing anything risky. In fact, you're doing what society praises: stable job, steady growth, responsible adult life. But stability has a hidden cost when it's never questioned. Because once your life requires a high monthly income, you stop asking dangerous questions. Do I like this work? Could I take a year off? What if I wanted to switch fields? What if this industry changes? Those questions become luxuries, and ironically, the higher your income goes, the harder they become to ask. This isn't about discipline, it's about identity. As income rises, expectations rise with it, from family, peers, partners, even yourself. You don't want to look like you're falling behind, so signal becomes a trait. I'm doing well, I'm progressing, I'm an adult now. The problem is, signals don't pay for your future. They just lock you into the present. Around the mid-30s, something shifts. The raises slow down. The energy is different. The job is no longer exciting, just necessary. This is when the reverse lottery reveals itself. You realize you can't easily step away, not because you're poor, but because your life is expensive. You've been winning money, but losing freedom. And the scariest part is, from the outside, everything looks fine. This is where the perspective changes. Financially intelligent people don't ask, how much do I earn? They ask, how much does my life require? They don't see raises as permission, they see them as tools. They understand something subtle. The goal isn't to maximize lifestyle, it's to minimize dependence. Not extreme frugality, not deprivation, just intentional friction. They allow lifestyle to improve, but slower than income. That gap is everything, because that gap buys time, flexibility, psychological safety, things money itself can't buy later. The opposite of the reverse lottery isn't early retirement fantasies, it's something quieter. Being able to say, I can leave if I need to. I can take a risk without panic. I don't need every dollar I earn. That's real wealth. Most people don't lose their future through bad decisions. They lose it through unexamined success. They keep winning small amounts of money while slowly giving up optionality. The reverse lottery doesn't announce itself. It doesn't crash your life. It just narrows it. And the moment you notice it, you're already smarter than most. If this way of thinking made you pause or see your own life a little more clearly, you can support the channel by subscribing. No pressure, just clarity. See you in the next one.